Welcome back from the break. We are now in Travis's shop, an infamous shop that has a lot of famous bikes in here, and there's actually some hanging from the ceiling. Travis, let's talk about these 4 motorcycles and the 1 bicycle that are hanging.
Well, these motorcycles basically help pay for the shop, so I figured they deserved a place up here. And back here, this bike won 3 X Games gold medals. The one in the middle over there won 4 Gravity Games gold medals, as well as an X Games medal. Unfortunately, it was also my first loss, so we kind of for freestyle, so we put that one up. This bike over here, number 99, won the Horizon Award as my last amateur national championship. It was kind of the bike that got me the professional ride to kind of move in and make this as a career. And down there was my first ever national championship bike. I was 10 years old when I ran that one, and it definitely has a big spot right in my heart for there.
Bet.
And then Evo Knievel, kind of the guy that I wouldn't say started everything that we do, but gave us the opportunity and thought outside the box. The first person that started doing something even though there wasn't anything for him to go into. There was no future. Everyone said, man, you have to do this, you have to do that. He said, you know what? I love riding a motorcycle, and if I'm passionate enough about something, I can make it work. So I love his philosophy. He signed that bicycle for me before he passed away, and figured that deserves a spot on the walls.
Absolutely. Now, you won your first freestyle motocross when you were 14, right?
That is correct.
Where's that bike?
Oh, actually, the first freestyle bike, we sold it because we didn't have enough money to get to the next race. But it's a whole family sport. It definitely takes everything you have.
Now, the bike that you did, the famous first ever Guinness World Record double backflip, where's that?
That bike is in my gym. And I tell you what, everyone says, oh, your basement, that's the smallest part. The basement, I live in my basement. It has everything to basically rehabilitate and strengthen your body, so when you do fall off the motorcycle, and even with all the safety equipment, you stay healthy and you can actually kind of keep coming back. And it takes a lot more work to do anything than anyone would really imagine.
Well, let's talk about that a little more, because like in any sport, you get hurt. And in motocross, baseball, football, basketball, you get hurt. And to do that, you have to stay in shape. And we're going to go up to your house and see your gym a little bit. But let's talk about this safety equipment that kind of helps reduce the chances of you getting hurt. So let's go over these pieces of equipment.
Well, I'd start with the helmet. I mean, everyone always talks about the helmet, but so many kids I see riding around with BMX helmets or whatnot, and it's better than nothing for sure. But
Right.
do some research. Look into what helmet is going to be better, because they're like, oh, well, that costs too much. Well, how much is your life worth? Is kind of how I always looked at it.
Good.
Goggles. Everyone's like, oh, well, I can wear sunglasses. If you lose an eye, that affects not only your hobbies, but kind of the rest of your life. Ankle support is the next biggest thing for me, and that's you never know if you catch a root if you ride in the woods, or even on a motorcycle if you're racing, someone could run over it. You put your leg out in the corner, and anything for ankles. I mean, they're going to support your whole body weight for the rest of your life. That's what so many people don't think past, what can I do today, or what can I have fun doing? And this is stuff that's going to help you to really pursue your passions, no matter what those passions may be. Knee pads for me have always been a huge part. I actually have a supportive, basically a neoprene brace that's on the inside of these. These are kind of custom made for me, and you can actually get more and more pads as you feel fit. If you have a bad elbow or something sore, they make braces and pads that really help keep everything together. And a big problem for me is if my knee buckles or something goes out, then I'm not able to, something else, and I'll get hurt worse. So basically, whatever is hurt on you to start with, make sure you take extra care of that. And these are the pads that I would recommend to not ever have trouble. I mean, the gloves, people say, well, I don't need gloves, my hands are tough. What happens when you start sweating and your hand slips off while you're going 40 miles an hour and you hit a tree? Well, now you're into all the other safety equipment, but it's something that could have been prevented with just a little bit of a safety.
Now let's talk about injuries. You have received a lot of injuries. So how many? Do you know the number? How many bones you've broken?
I try not to dwell on the negative part of the sport.
Right,
but for me, for different people it's different. But for me, every time I got hurt, all I could think about was how I was going to get back, how I was going to rehabilitate the injury that I had and get back and do it better and not hurt myself the next time I did it. And that was kind of some of the great part about motocross, especially freestyle, is doing stuff that people don't think is possible. They say, oh, you're hurt, you can't come back. Say, okay, what do I have to do to be able to do this and to be able to do it better the next time?
Well, you've definitely accomplished that. Now, if you didn't wear this safety equipment, where do you think you'd be today?
Oh, I know I'd be 6 feet under.
No question about it. Absolutely. Hey, let's go up to the gym, check it out, and let's find out about your workout routine to stay in shape, to avoid injury, and be good at what you do.
Thanks a lot, Sheriff.
All right, buddy, let's go.
Let's go up there.